Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
Yeah. Another one. Yep. Man, this town's changed. Yeah. About damn time.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
There are places where people truly value relationships, where distance is measured in acres, and all roads lead to families on one mission: to provide for their loved ones, their community, and the world. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Rocky Newenhouse at Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, or Huron today.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
At Heartland State Bank, our customers are at the heart of everything we do. As a family-owned community bank, we're here for you with personalized service and support. Our experienced lending team ensures fast, local decisions, providing you with the attention you deserve. With 4 locations in Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore, we are dedicated to strengthening the communities we serve. Heartland State Bank, member FDIC.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The Patriot Market and the Patriot Takeout is your one-stop shop for your grocery needs, or if you need to grab something for lunch in Tulare, South Dakota. The Patriot Market carries a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, snacks, beverages, and other specialty items for your cooking needs, along with take and bake pizzas. You can also order custom items such as meat and cheese trays, vegetable trays, and specialty items. The Patriot Takeout provides daily lunch specials for you to either dine in or take with you. If you want your groceries or meals ready to be picked up or delivered in Tulare, you can call ahead and place your order. To view our daily specials, follow our Facebook page, Patriot Market and Patriot Takeout. Make sure to watch for our specialty nights of steak and shrimp or wings and gizzards. The Patriot Market and the Patriot Takeout is a proud sponsor of Hitchcock-Tulare Patriot activities.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Since 1999, Wagner Herefords has been producing predominantly registered Herefords 8 miles east of Tulare, South Dakota. Reese, Ellie Joe, Weston, Jocelyn, and Abby produce eye-appealing, easy-keeping bulls and females to add to your herd. Let Wagner Hereford help you stay in touch with the beef industry. Videos and sale information will be posted at wagnerherefords.com in mid-February. For more information, contact Reese at 605-450-1085. You can also email them at info@wagnerherefords.com. The sale date is the 4th Saturday of February with an open house at 11:30 a.m. Sales are conducted in person or online at thelivestocklink.com. Sales are run racehorse style and close at 1:30 p.m. We hope to see you there.
South Dakota High School Activities Association is devoted to promoting positive sportsmanship throughout the school year. We encourage student athletes, coaches, and spectators to all be positive leaders, role models, and set good examples for all in attendance. There's no place for poor sportsmanship at any level in athletics or activities. For what we permit, we certainly promote. Let's all promote good sportsmanship at all of our activities throughout the school year.
Introducing the brand new app for Hitchcock-Tulare School District 56-6 on Android and iPhone. It's everything Hitchcock-Tulare in your pocket. This is the home screen. Tap the 3 horizontal lines in the bottom left to see all the menu items. To turn on push notifications, tap Settings and select Turn on Notifications. The Events section shows a list of events throughout the school. You can use this button to add an event to your calendar, or tap here to share the event with friends and family. The feed is where you'll find updates from administration about what's going on throughout the school, whether that's celebrating a student's success or reminding you about an upcoming deadline. Search Hitchcock-Tulare Schools in the App Store or Play Store to explore the app for yourself. It's everything Hitchcock-Tulare in your pocket.
Sometimes having 15 of something is great, like 15 puppies. Ooh, cute. But for days of class missed, 15 or more is not so great. The best way for students to own their tomorrow is being present today. See why good habits matter at showupsd.com.
Thank you for watching HTTV, your home for Hitchcock-Tulare Patriot activities.
Being local means more than being just another small-town business. It means showing up for our member owners when they need us, supporting the organizations that empower the next generation of community leaders and agriculturalists, and providing resources to help ensure the communities we live in are here for generations to come. At AgTegra Cooperative, local isn't just about where our locations are. It's about serving our farmers, our employees, and our communities in ways that nobody else will.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
Yeah. Another one. Yep. Man, this town's changed. Yeah. About damn time.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
There are places where people truly value relationships, where distance is measured in acres, and all roads lead to families on one mission: to provide for their loved ones, their community, and the world. That's where you'll find us. generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Rocky Newenhouse at Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, or Huron today.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
There are places where people truly value relationships, where distance is measured in acres, and all roads lead to families on one mission: to provide for their loved ones, their community, and the world. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Rocky Newenhouse at Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, or Huron today.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
At Heartland State Bank, our customers are at the heart of everything we do. As a family-owned community bank, we're here for you with personalized service and support. Our experienced lending team ensures fast, local decisions, providing you with the attention you deserve. With 4 locations in Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore, we are dedicated to strengthening the communities we serve. Heartland State Bank, member FDIC.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The Patriot Market and the Patriot Takeout is your one-stop shop for your grocery needs, or if you need to grab something for lunch in Tulare, South Dakota. The Patriot Market carries a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, snacks, beverages, and other specialty items for your cooking needs, along with take and bake pizzas. You can also order custom items such as meat and cheese trays, vegetable trays, and specialty items. The Patriot Takeout provides daily lunch specials for you to either dine in or take with you. If you want your groceries or meals ready to be picked up or delivered in Tulare, you can call ahead and place your order. To view our daily specials, follow our Facebook page, Patriot Market and Patriot Takeout. Make sure to watch for our specialty nights of steak and shrimp or wings and gizzards. The Patriot Market and the Patriot Takeout is a proud sponsor of Hitchcock-Tulare Patriot activities.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
The banquet will come to order. We are now holding the 2025 banquet of the Hitchcock-Tulare FFA chapter. Mr. Vice President, are all officers at their stations? Thank you, Mr. Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members. Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this banquet of the Hitchcock-Tulare FFA chapter duly opened for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Sophomores, please go dish up the food for supper. Hello and good evening. My name is Caitlin Schrader, FFA Chapter President. The Hitchcock-Tulare FFA Chapter would like to thank you for attending our annual banquet. Tonight, we get a chance to recognize our members for their success and accomplishments over the last year. We would like to thank these individuals and businesses for all their support. Please hold your applause until the end. We would like to thank Mrs. Hookman for preparing this meal, which we are about to eat. The school board members who support our chapter in everything we do, Jeff Boomsma, Jeremy Bottom, David Bixler, Jake Boomsma, Chase Binger, our high school principal and activities director, Tim Leibel, and our school's superintendent, Jeff Clark. Our state legislators, Lana Greenfield, Kevin Van Diepen, and David Wheeler. Our local businesses, Egtegra, Zoetis, Wilbur Ellis, Heartland State Bank, the Patriot Market, Prairie Grain Partners, Tulare Country Meats, and Spink County Conservation District. These businesses provided volunteers, financial support, in-kind support, and other types of assistance to our program. We would also like to thank these individuals for helping or donating this year with FFA events and activities. Wes Frankenstein, Janae Gross, Mandy Miller, Jake Miller, Lance Howe, Dalton Howe, Jordan Arbach, Jason Herman, Dennis Clemens, Larry Nielsen, Paula Hamilton, Nick Enan, Braden Hinker, Wesley Link, Roxanne Knock, John Knoll, Derby Bowick, Debbie Binger, Sarah Lambert, Carly Hansen, Paige Tollefson, April Bauer, Cody Stahl, Rachel Bloom, Miss Brock, Mr. Woolman, Mrs. McNeil, Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Oxley, and Mr. Wenzel. We have invited neighboring FFA chapters to our banquet to build relationships with other programs in the area. We would like to welcome Emma Schneider, Noah Felderman, and advisor Mrs. Coates from Doland FFA. Finally, we would like to thank our parents, helping us study, getting to the bus on time, supporting us and our chapter, providing money for meals and FFA trips, and everything else I may have missed. We appreciate all that you do for each and every member in our chapter so that we are able to succeed in FFA, school, and other activities. Please give these individuals and businesses a round of applause. I now invite Cooper Cole to the podium for the invocation.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and for us all to be gathered together today. We thank you for this food and for those who prepared it and for those who grew it. We ask that we may all travel safely. In Jesus' name, amen.
I ask the members to now disperse and give food to the guests, please. As you finish up your dessert, I would like to welcome our chapter treasurer, Blaze Binger, to the podium to deliver the treasurer's report.
Our two main fundraisers are fruit sales and working concession stands. For fruit sales, Hitchcock-Tulare FFA had a gross sales of just over $36,560. In addition to fruit sales, our chapter ran the concession stand for about 6 nights of games. Thank you to everyone who supported these fundraisers. Our balance on hand is $30,805. Outstanding large expenses were state convention registration, the land and range, the national land event in Oklahoma, and the tree giveaway for the elementary school.
Tonight's speaker is originally from Lithia, Florida, which is located between Tampa and Orlando, Florida. He joined FFA in 6th grade and began a small cow-calf operation that his family still manages today. After high school, he served as a 2021-2022 Florida FFA secretary before starting his degree in agricultural business at South Dakota State University. Last year, he served as the National FFA Southern Region Vice President. Now, he is back on campus in Brookings, and he will graduate in December of 2025 and start a career in agribusiness. Please help me welcome Mr. Carter Howell.
All right, well, good evening, everyone. Thanks for the hospitality. As I was making my way into town, not once but twice, I think there was a couple signs that said, welcome to Tulare, and there was one on the way in that said, welcome from the Hitchcock-Tulare FFA chapter. So great hospitality here. Something that I've come to know as I've been in South Dakota. I'll just get it out of the way. I know what everybody's thinking right now. Like, what is this kid from Florida doing going to school at South Dakota State? How many people are thinking that? Nobody wants to admit it. But I give tours at South Dakota State for school, and I introduce myself, and I'm like, yeah, I'm from Lithia, Florida. And it's always like, where are you from? And then somebody about 15 minutes later, they finally gather up the courage to be like, so why are you here? And they say it like it's a bad thing. But I'm like, well, I closed my eyes, I threw a dart at a board, and landed closest to Brookings, so that's where I decided to go to school. And there was always a chuckle or two, but really, the reason I'm here is through FFA and agricultural education, because my high school agriculture teacher, Mr. Tim Cribbs, his son was an animal science professor and a livestock judging coach at South Dakota State, and coincidentally, I made my way up to a couple of cattle shows over the summer of 2020 when it seemed everywhere else besides South Dakota was maybe shut down for COVID or something they called it. Spent some time here and decided that I wanted to pursue my education here. So it's really been kind of a cool experience to get to understand different parts of the country and how agriculture is different in some ways, but there's a lot of similarities to what I grew up with back home. So it's just been a great opportunity. But I've got to be fair that I've never really thought about where Hitchcock or Tulare were on a map, and that was pretty obvious to me as I was getting on the interstate in Brookings, and I was like, well, surely I've got to go south. I mean, everything's just close to Sioux Falls. And then I plugged it into the GPS and had to do a little turnaround to come to Hitchcock. So, I did not really know where I was going, but thankfully Apple Maps could navigate us here. So it's really a great pleasure for me to be here with you tonight. But when I talked to Mr. Gross about, what type of things would maybe your FFA members want to hear, really talking about an FFA journey and how things can play out and we end up where we are and how life works. And, one of my big things is that everything happens for a reason. There's a reason we're all here and gathered here and participating in these programs. And I think that's been really true for me. And I think there's 3 FFA members that I think about particularly that have, been interesting stories for me to witness as I was an FFA member myself. And the first FFA member that comes to mind for me is somebody that went to school at Barrington Middle School. is where I went to school too. And what we do at Barrington is we have like a small land lab or agricultural learning laboratory, and my school was in a subdivision just about 45 minutes east of Tampa, so maybe some of you vacation there. And what our ag teacher did, Mr. Lehman, is he would give every student a 6-foot bed where they could plant crops. And this student that I'm thinking about, it was not quite the bountiful harvest that maybe you would think. You know, you've got some help from your ag teacher. In the South, you know, we like to plant some weird stuff. So turnips, collard greens, all those type of things are what we're planting in the school garden. And let's just say this FFA member did not have the most stellar experience in the land lab. When it came towards the end of the third quarter, and we go do quarters at my school, your entire grade for the third quarter in Mr. Lehman's class was how well your garden did. So how well you took care of it, how well you weeded, how much you harvested, everything was measured in pounds. And let's just say this student did not do too well during the third quarter, got a D on the report card in agriculture for growing a garden. It's probably not a good start for somebody to be an FFA member, to be in the future farmers of America, right? You can't grow anything, don't have a green thumb, a D on your report card. Probably not a good start. Another FFA member that comes to mind for me is somebody also from Barrington, where I grew up. I had a lot of friends there. That showed a market steer in 8th grade, and we have what we call the Florida Strawberry Festival. I live just south of Plant City, which is the winter strawberry capital of the world, and it's a great opportunity, you know, very similar to what maybe your county fairs would be like here, for a student to purchase a market steer, raise that throughout the year, taking on all those expenses, and then at the end of the year, the hope is, yeah, you meet the minimum weight requirement, and you check that thing into the county fair and collect a nice check at the end of the year for all your hard work, fill out your record book, and do all those things. Well, this other FFA member I'm thinking about, they probably weren't the most cut out for agriculture either, because they got this steer during the summer, raised it all year, go around to March, and when it came time for the final weigh-in, after thousands of dollars put a feed in it, and veterinary bills, and getting it ready for the show, took it to the sale, and you had to weigh at least 950 pounds to get into the show. Well, this year only weighed 850 pounds. So that's probably not too good of a start either for somebody that wants to be involved in agriculture, somebody that wants to be an FFA member, somebody that wants to continue in the organization. Now, that's two negative stories that I've told you so far, some things that didn't go, you know, so good. But there is one positive story that I've got of an FFA member where they actually started their own cattle operation. So started it as an SAE project in FFA through middle and high school, continued to grow it. They showed steers at the county fair, the strawberry festival, the state fair, did all those things, took care of things, and that eventually expanded from the proceeds that they were able to get off of their market projects to start to go into a breeding operation. And that breeding operation now is currently still going. We got about 25 or 30 head cow-calf pairs. This is somebody from back home that continues to do that even after graduating from high school. Right, well, the thing about all three of those people is that all three of those are me. I was the one that couldn't grow that 6-foot section of a garden and got a D in ag class. I was the one that raised that market steer to only a whopping 850 pounds, which is probably more of a feeder cattle than a fat steer to take to the fair. But I was also the one that was able to fall off the horse, get back on after doing bad in that first project in 6th grade ag class and that first market project of a steer, and then turn those problems or those challenges into something that needed to be overcome. So that led me to start my own cattle operation. Eventually we got some steers to make weight. The next year we had the biggest one in the show. My mom was probably responsible for that. She was really good at feeding them. That was her favorite job. But I think that's just a testament to, it doesn't matter where you start, but the first thing that matters is taking that first step. So for those of you that are in here in the audience tonight, FFA members wearing the blue jacket like I did for a long time, almost 10 years I wore the blue jacket for. It doesn't matter what your passion is, what you want to do. The thing that matters is you've got to be willing to take that first step, right? So for some of you in here tonight, maybe it's taking that first step into a CDE or an LDE, or taking your first step and going to state convention later this week in Brookings, where I'll be. Or maybe you're somebody that's coming towards the end of your FFA career. You're a sophomore, junior, or senior, and you've already started to take those steps. Well, the next most important thing is to keep trekking, keep taking those steps to improve and get better. You know, in life, there's a lot of directions we can go, and sometimes we don't know the exact path we're going to take or what we're going to end up doing, and you know where we're going to be, you know, down the road. But what matters is that you keep putting those feet in front of each other and keep striving for a goal. So I think that's my question to all of you is, what is your goal? What do you want to do? Do you want to be a state officer? Do you want to be up here and come talk to Dad because he's probably got some chocolate cake? What is that goal for you? What are you striving for? What are you trying to reach? And then how can you do those? And I think one of the most important things that I've learned, other than, you know, you've just got to be willing to take that first step and keep going, is the importance of mentorship. I talked a little bit about my ag teacher, Mr. Cribbs. He was a big influence on me, and I think I would probably attribute most of what I've learned to him. And I think you have an immense opportunity to gain mentorship and experience and skills from community members, your ag teacher here, your administrators, that can help give you some of that guidance along the way and support you as you're taking those steps to reach those goals. So again, what I would just emphasize to you is you got to be willing to take that first step. You got to be willing to set a goal for yourself and to challenge yourself. Step outside of your comfort zone. Maybe fall off the horse once or twice. Maybe you can't grow anything in a land lab. You can't feed a steer, but eventually you try enough times, you're going to figure those things out. So you've got to have the perseverance, the drive, and the willingness to take those steps to reach whatever goal that you set for yourself. So I think it's kind of full circle for me that, you know, I didn't have a lot of direction in my life when I came into sixth grade. Before I joined FFA, I did athletics. You probably can't tell that now, but I did play sports for a little while. But after I got to middle school, I was kind of looking for the next thing, and just by chance or maybe by divine intervention that I end up in an agricultural education class, and that's brought me to where I am today. So I think just be grateful for where you are, the opportunities that you have, and put that one foot in front of the other and strive for your goals. And if you put your mind to it, I tell you, it's really cliche, but I think things are cliche because they're true. If you put your mind to it, you can do it with the support and the resources that you have in this room, within your community, and within this state. So again, just want to say thank you for being so welcoming and having me tonight. And again, just please put that one foot in front of the other, pick a goal, and strive for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Howell. We will now begin the recognition of career development events. Will Reagan and Michael please come to the front?
Before we begin, we would like to start by thanking Mr. Howell for taking the time out of his year to go with us and coach us at National Land and Range this year. We had a fun week and really appreciate the time and the effort put into us. We'd like to thank you by gifting you some SDSU ice cream. And please come see one of the officers after the banquet to come and get that. Thank you.
Okay, for the sake of time and everyone's mental health, I'm going to read through all of the awards. If you get an award, please come up to the table and receive it. I'm just going to keep reading as you guys come up. So, starting last year in the 2024 CDEs at State Convention, Agronomy got 11th place, Riley Knock upon that team got 23rd, Ag Business Management got 5th place, Harley Nielsen got 1st, and Brendan Knoll got 23rd. Ag Mechanics, Michael Nielsen got 11th place. In Meats Evaluation got 6th place. That team consisted of Derek Johnson at 16th, Preston Whiff at 20th, Braxton Jacobs at 26th, and Tucker Buchholz at 29th. Nursery Landscape got 15th, and that team was Madison Watson, Danica Jacobs, Caitlin Schrader, and Sienna Stoner. The state degree recipients were Presley Binger, Brendan Knoll, Weston Wagner, Harley Nielsen, Caleb Watson, and Jesse Woodward. At the National Land Homesite Judging Contest, the team got 21st place, and that was Riley Knock, Jocelyn Wagner, Reagan Luter, and Sienna Stoner. last fall at the Central Region Land and Range Contest. Land judging got first place. That team was Derek Johnson at second, Patrick Maynard at fifth, Devin Eandander at sixth, Max Gilbert at seventh, Sawyer Miller at eighth, Madison Watson at ninth, Cash Chaplin at 19th, Tucker Gilbert at 20th, and Aiden Frankenstein at 24th. The range judging team got second. Blaze Binger was sixth, Michael Nielsen was seventh, Riley Knock was eighth, Nick Tollefson was ninth, Preston Whiff was 12th, Caitlin Schrader was 14th, Ty Kedewig was 19th, Cooper Cole was 20th, Morgan Bottom was 21st, Tristan Knoll was 22nd, and Tucker Buchholz was 23rd. Yeah, FFA members, if you get an award, please come up and get it. I have to figure out which, yeah. Continuing with the range team, Laney Humphrey was 24th, Eli Schultz was 25th, Braxton Jacobs was 28th, and Aiden Morehouse was 32nd. The FFA Foundation Scholarship last fall went to Easton Otto, Tucker Gilbert, and Johnny Tynes. For LDEs in the winter months, at districts, for our District 6th in Miller, Ag Broadcasting, Cash Chaplin got third. Ag Issues team got third place. That team consisted of Aiden Morehouse, Derek Johnson, Braxton Jacobs, Cooper Cole, and Tucker Buchholz. Ag Sales got third. That was Michael Nielsen, Morgan Bottom, Ty Kedewig, and Nick Tollefson. Ag Communications got first. That team consisted of Devin Enander, Dalton Ratchin, Aiden Frankenstein, and Patrick Maynard. Conduct of Chapter Meetings got first. That team was Johnny Tynes, Reese Kestemeyer, Sawyer Miller, Tucker Gilbert, Easton Otto, and Riley Johnson. Prepared Public Speaking, Riley Knott got first. In Marketing Plan, that team got third place. That consisted of Jocelyn Wagner, Riley Knock, and Madison Watson. Parliamentary Procedure got first, and that team consisted of Tristan Knoll, Blaze Binger, Sienna Stoner, Caitlin Schrader, Reagan Luter, and Preston Whiff. At state LDEs, Parliamentary Procedure got fifth, and that was Blaze Binger, Caitlin Schrader, Preston Whiff, Tristan Knoll, Sienna Stoner, and Reagan Luter. Ooh. For career development events this spring, at Redfield, Ag Business Management got second. That was Ty Kedewig at fourth, Michael Nielsen at fifth, Blaze Binger at 13th, Cooper Cole at 19th, and Nick Tollefson at 22nd. The horse evaluation team got seventh, and that was Reagan Luter at 14th, Laney Humphrey at 25th, and Madison Watson at 29th. Meats Evaluation and Technology got first place. That was Derek Johnson at first, Riley Knock at second, Jocelyn Wagner at 12th, Aiden Frankenstein at 13th, and Max Gilbert at 19th. The Nursery Landscape team got 6th, and that was Sienna Stoner at 7th and Caitlin Schrader at 11th. For the Howard CDEs, Ag Business Management got 3rd place, and that was Ty Kedewig at 2nd, Michael Nielsen at 10th. In Ag Mechanics, Tucker Buchholz got 23rd. In Horse Evaluation, that team got 7th, Laney Humphrey at 24th. In Meats Evaluation and Technology got 2nd place, with Riley Knock at 3rd, Derek Johnson at 5th, Jocelyn Wagner at 10th, Max Gilbert at 13th, and Patrick Maynard at 20th. The Nursery Landscape team got 9th, and that was Sienna Stoner, Caitlin Schroeder, and Cooper Cole. For the Groton area CDEs, Ag Business Management got 3rd, and that was Ty Kedewig at 4th, Michael Nielsen at 8th, and Nick Tollefson at 20th. Agronomy got 3rd, and that was Riley Johnson, Tucker Gilbert, Easton Otto, and Reese Kestemeyer. Nursery Landscape got 4th, and that was Sienna Stoner at 5th place. At the Northwestern area CDEs, Ag Business Management got 2nd place, and that was Ty Kedewig at 2nd, Michael Nielsen at 5th, Nick Tollefson at 8th, and Blaze Binger at 17th. Ag Mechanics got 8th place as a team, and Preston Whiff was 23rd. Agronomy got second place, Tucker Gilbert at 13th, Riley Johnson at 21st, Easton Auto at 25th, and Sawyer Miller at 27th. Meats Evaluation and Technology got second place. That was Riley Knock at second, Derek Johnson at 7th, Aiden Frankenstein at 9th, Jocelyn Wagner at 12th, and Max Gilbert at 13th. Nursery Landscape got second place. That was Sienna Stoner at 7th, Devin Enander at 15th, Cash Chaplin at 16th. At the Miller CDEs, Ag Business Management got third. That was Ty Kedwig at third place, Michael Nielsen at 4th, Blaze Binger at 19th, and Nick Tollison at 21st. Agricultural Mechanics got 7th place. That was Preston Whiff at 16th, Tucker Buhals at 19th, Tristan Knoll at 28th, and Morgan Bottom at 31st. Agronomy got 8th place. That was Tucker Gilbert at 18th, and Riley Johnson at 29th. Meats Evaluation and Technology got first place, and that was Riley Knock at 1st, Jocelyn Wagner at 3rd, Derek Johnson at 4th, Aiden Frankenstein at 6th, Max Gilbert at 12th, and Patrick Maynard at 18th. Natural Resources got 6th, Aiden Morehouse at 15th, Braxton Jacobs at 18th. Nursery Landscape got first place. That team was Devin Enander at 4th, Sienna Stoner at 5th, Caitlin Schrader at 6th, and Cash Chaplin at 17th. Horse Evaluation got 2nd, Madison Watson at 7th place, Reagan Luter at 9th, Johnny Tynes at 14th, and Laney Humphrey at 17th. At the Little International Contest, Tucker Gilbert got 19th place in Agronomy. The Farm Business Management team got 2nd, with Ty Kedwig as 2nd place, Blaze Binger in 6th, Michael Nielsen in 13th, and Nick Tolson in 16th. The Meats Evaluation team got 2nd place. Jocelyn Wagner was in 3rd, Riley Knock in 6th, Derek Johnson in 9th, and Aiden Frankenstein in 20th. The Nursery Landscape team got 7th. That was Caitlin Schrader at 19th, Devin Enander in 27th, and Cash Chaplin at 29th. Going to state convention in, 2 days, 3 days? At the end of the week. All members that are going, at least most, had to qualify. The state degree recipients will be Caitlin Schrader, Michael Nielsen, Nick Tollefson, Blaze Binger, Cooper Cole, and Laney Humphrey. The Agricultural Business Management team will be Blaze Binger, Michael Nielsen, Nick Tollefson, and Ty Kedwig. Preston Whiff will be going in Agricultural Mechanics. The Agronomy team will be Tucker Gilbert, Riley Johnson, Easton Otto, and Sawyer Miller. The Meats Evaluation and Technology team will be Jocelyn Wagner, Derek Johnson, Aiden Frankenstein, and Riley Knock. The Natural Resources team will be Braxton Jacobs, Aiden Morehouse, Dalton Ratchin, and Morgan Bottom. The Nursery Landscape team will be Sienna Stoner, Caitlin Schrader, Devin Enander, and Cash Chaplin. The Range Plant ID team will be Max Gilbert, Tucker Buhals, Tristan Knoll, and Travis Gordon. The Poultry team will be Rihanna Knock, Addie Enan, Cooper Cole, and Brecken Etste. The Horse Evaluation team will be Reagan Luter, Laney Humphrey, Johnny Tynes, and Madison Watson. The Farm Safety Quiz Bowl will be Gentry Puffer, Crew Luter, and Patrick Maynard. And the state meeting delegates will be Patrick Maynard and Max Gilbert. That is all I have for awards.
Would the freshmen please report to the front for their Green Hand Degree ceremony? To be eligible for the Green Hand Degree, members must meet the following qualifications. Have satisfactory plans for an SAE, learn and explain the FFA creed, motto, and salute an FFA mission statement. This year's Green Hand Degree recipients are Tucker Gilbert, Riley Johnson, Reese Kestemeyer, Sawyer Miller, Easton Otto, and Johnny Tynes. The chapter Star Green Hand is selected from among the Green Hand degree recipients. The award is given to a member who has an outstanding plan for their SAE and great FFA involvement throughout the year. This year's Star Green Hand is Tucker Gilbert. Congratulations. Would the sophomores please report to the front for their degree ceremony? To be eligible for the chapter degree, members must meet the following qualifications. Must have satisfactorily completed the equivalent of at least 2 years of agricultural education at or above the 9th grade level and have an in operation and approved supervised agricultural experience program. This year's chapter degree recipients are Cash Chaplin, Aiden Frankenstein, Devin Enander, Max Gilbert, Travis Gordon, Derek Johnson, Riley Knock, Patrick Maynard, Dalton Ratchin, Jocelyn Wagner, and Madison Watson. The chapter star degrees are selected from among the chapter degree recipients. The award is given to the members who have an outstanding SAE in operation and great FFA involvement throughout the year. This year's chapter star farmers are Jocelyn Wegner and Riley Knock. And this year's star chapter placement is Aiden Frankenstein. I now invite Tristan Knoll to the podium for the honorary chapter degree.
The FFA awards the honorary chapter degree to deserving members of the community. As stated in the National FFA Constitution, the honorary degree is presented to those who have rendered outstanding service. This individual has continuously supported our FFA chapter in numerous ways, the biggest being allowing us to use the fax room kitchens to cook our FFA breakfast food. This individual is always willing to help out the FFA chapter, whether that we be driving kids over to Hitchcock or simply giving advice. Her continuous support is much appreciated. This year's recipient is Mrs. Johnson.
I now invite Mr. Gross to the podium for some advisor remarks.
Before we go into closing ceremonies, I just wanted to take a moment to just comment on how well the kids have done this year. It's in the spring CDEs now, in case we haven't made it clear or haven't mentioned it, you do have to qualify to get to state convention now. So just wanting to go isn't enough to go. You have to place top 4 as a team in the district or top 5 as an individual if you're not on one of those teams. So to get all of our members to state convention takes a lot of energy and time on their part, a lot of studying. Not that it didn't before, but there's just that much more at stake for them to learn their event and be at the top. We try really hard to maintain our program's traditions as far as, 1 year per event and the event being tied to a certain class and whatnot. With being able or having to qualify, it's really put more back onto them that, okay, if there's 10 sophomores and you're all doing meets, not all 10 of you are going to get to go to state convention, and you got to pick up something else fast so we can get you qualified. And so there's been a lot of moving kids around to put them into events to try to get them through and get them qualified so that we can make that happen, because that's kind of the big event at the end of the year. And I can say that all of our members are qualified to go in one event or another, and that really speaks to their resilience and hard work, that even if they didn't stay in the event that they started in and I had to move them to something else just to kind of make things work, they picked up on it and they went with it, and they learned and put a lot of energy into it. And that speaks to their parenting. It speaks to what they've learned from our school, because we're taking what they learn in those core classrooms, what they learn in Clearback Elementary, and they're applying it. And it speaks to our communities, that we can grow and develop kids like that can learn on the fly and problem solve and succeed in that way. So when some schools are taking, 4, maybe 8 kids to state convention, we are taking all 30-odd kids of ours to Brookings, and I think that's something that is a massive credit to our students in our community. And I just thank you for the privilege of working with these kids, being their advisor, and watching them grow throughout the year and become, better and better individuals, leaders, and someday employees for some of you. So thank you. I'll call Caitlin back up for closing ceremonies.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted? Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should now properly come before this banquet? We are about to adjourn this banquet of the Hitchcock-Tulare FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. I now declare this banquet adjourned.